Now he has been called the greatest of all time, and he sure is living up to that. Eliud Kipchoge did make Kenyans proud and fly the Kenyan flag high when he participated in the Berlin Marathon, emerging the winner in that particular marathon. We do congratulate him here on Lookuptv. Welcome to the program tonight. This is Lookup Weekend. I do trust that you had a wonderful weekend. We are still having a wonderful weekend and just in time for the program tonight, and also trusting us to bring you up to date with the news making headlines across the country. We have that particular story on Eliud Kipchoge and much more. My name is Brian Amuai. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Philista Adundo. These are the top stories tonight. Tonight, the world's greatest marathoner Eliud Kipchoge has maintained his winning streak after winning the Berlin Marathon. Fighting for better terms, Kuppet threatens to boycott marking national exams, citing poor remunerations. And we are united. Gachagua stresses on Mount Kenya region unity as he vows to deal with cartels in the coffee sector. Alright, now you can be part of the program by engaging us on our socials. That is at Amuai Brian on Twitter, at Lookuptv. The hashtag we're using tonight is Lookup Weekend. Do tell us where you are watching us from and what you think about the stories we are running today. And we'll be able to sample some of your feedback as we continue with this program tonight. We are live on Facebook. You can send your feedback on that particular social platform. Let's begin the program tonight. Now, men's marathon record holder Eliud Kipchoge has today restructured the history books by clocking 2 hours, 2 minutes and 42 seconds, becoming the first athlete to clinch the Berlin Marathon 5 times. Our very own Brian Mose has more on the decorated athletes dubbed the greatest of all time by millions of his supporters around the world.
Berlin Marathon defending champion Eliud Kipchoge has once again hit the headlines, crossing the tape in 2 hours, 2 minutes and 42 seconds ahead of Kenyan Vincent Kipchoge, who came stretched up, giving Kenya the first runners-up silverware. Kipchoge has had a strong milestone mark in the athletics meeting, bagging the top title in 2015, 2017, and breaking the world record in 2018 and 2022, respectively. The 38-year-old shifted his main focus to the Olympics Games scheduled for 2024 in Paris, France. Reporting for Lookuptv, I'm Brian Mose.
All right, thank you, Brian Mose, for that particular report, and congratulations to Eliud Kipchoge. These are just some of the moments that unite the country. Now, moving on, the government will begin a coffee sector reforms initiative that seeks to deal with the challenges that have plagued the coffee industry for years. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on Sunday pledged to address the dire circumstances faced by coffee farmers, whom he said have been exploited by powerful coffee cartels and brokers. Speaking at the Kagere PCA Church in Othaya, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua emphasized the need to rejuvenate the cooperative movement by implementing reforms in a bid to bring back the once thriving coffee industry to life.
Fahali tumelemewa kabisa ni kahawa. Na tumelemewa si kwa sababu sisi ni wavivu ama tumeshindwa kufanya kazi. It's because the cartels are too entrenched. Wamejipanga hao makatel. Watu watatu wanne, they buy our coffee at a throwaway price and they don't tell us at how much. Then wanaenda kwa wazungu, wanauza bei kali, wanakula ile pesa iko pale katikati.
Gachagua proposed the revival of the Kenya Planters Corporation Union, which will aid farmers in efficient milling and eliminate losses during the milling process. Gachagua highlighted how cartels have permeated the entire coffee value chain, causing severe financial hardships for smallholder farmers and leaving them in a cycle of poverty.
Sasa tumeanza mabadiliko. Hao wabunge wametusaidia, hivi karibuni tunaleta sheria bunge. Hiyo sheria itasema kama wewe ni mila, huwezi kuwa marketer. Kama wewe ni marketer, huwezi kuwa mnunuzi. One thing at a time. One man, one job. Sasa hao makatelo wameshikana. Wanasunguka kila ofisi kwa sababu mimi wameshindwa na mimi. Kulete porojo na propaganda. They are trying to create an artificial crisis that kwa sababu ya mabadiliko ati watu wamekataa kununua kahawa, na ni uongo mtupu. Wanataka kutulazimisha tuwauzie, kwa sababu tumesema KPCU ambaye ni ya wakulima ifufuliwe, kwa sababu hawa private millers.
The coffee industry has over 7,000 farmers and 5 million Kenyan livelihoods relying on it.
Reforms zile nimesukuma tukiwa na magavana na MPs na stakeholders imeanza kuzaa matunda. Tumepata bonus hatujapata for many years. Factory ya hapa ya Kipchoge, they are number 1 in Kenya. Shilingi 50k, 57.
On Mount Kenya Unity, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua stressed that the region is firmly united behind President William Ruto and there are no cracks as earlier perceived.
We have no structural deficits. Our walls are strong. What we have are cosmetic cracks. Our walls have no structural weaknesses. That's the Mount Kenya region. The soul of the Mount Kenya people is one. It's one. And the soul is what is most important. The driving force of this region is unity and hard work. And that is why this region will remain united behind President William Ruto for 10 years.
The DP also called on Kenyans to be patient with the government as plans are underway to deal with the high cost of living, which has further been exacerbated by the rise in the cost of fuel. Brian Amwai, Lookuptv. All right, so away from that, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has affirmed that President William Ruto means well for the country. Mudavadi says despite the harsh economic times, there lies hope through unity of purpose. And as Eva Ruga now files, Mudavadi also assured Western Kenya and the country in general that there is no leadership crisis between him and National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has verified that there are no leadership wrangles between him and the Speaker of National Assembly Moses Masika Wetangula.
Hii vitina ndogo ni ya nini? Weta has the ear of the president. Musalia has the ear of the president. What is your problem? The logical thing is for those ears to work together so that we can hear and pull together and put more resources in Western region.
Whereas there has been no disagreement between the two leaders, speculations were prevalent in some quarters that their appointment to powerful positions in government would trigger a fierce battle for the control of the vote-rich Mulembe nation.
Hata nasikia wengine mtu anasema Weta atoke huko anaweka jam. Musalia atoke huko anaweka jam. Sisi hatuweki jam. Wewe uko kwa mrengo wako. If you are serious, don't blame Weta, who is in Kenya Kwanza. Don't blame Musalia, who is in Kenya Kwanza. If you think you are ready for the presidency, go for it. But don't say that sisi tunakuzuia, hatujazuia mtu. But we are just telling you the truth for free. Kwamba, is it really realistic that tutaweza William Ruto in 2027?
Addressing congregants during a church service in Shinyalu constituency, Kakamega County, Mudavadi says they have decided to move forward and work together with leaders upholding different ideologies.
Tuwe kitu kimoja. And let us stand with William Samoei Ruto. He means well for this country. It is not going to be a walk in the park. It will be a long journey, but we shall overcome the challenges and this country is going to be better and better, and the future of Kenyans is bright.
Musalia continued to urge the Western region to embrace Ruto's government since they have him and Wetangula perspectively positioned. Additionally, the CES has said their aim is to increase the number of votes by the year 2027.
We want to increase the number of votes that President Ruto got in Western Kenya. He got thousands of votes, but we want more votes. And to get those more votes, we must work with Baraza.
Ruga Eval, Lookuptv.
There's something called the Western Kenya Unity. Most cases has always been termed as elusive. It never holds water. But We hope that this time round something happens. Away from that, Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPPET, led by its National Secretary Edward Obuocha and National Vice Chairperson Julius Korir, have threatened to boycott the marking of the Kenya national examinations. Dazian Keitani now reports Obuocha has called upon the national government to address the plight of teachers ahead of the national examinations scheduled to kick off next month.
With the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education examinations slated to start next month, the marking of those exams might be delayed after the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Teachers, KUPPET, led by the National Secretary Edward Obuocha, called on teachers to boycott marking, citing poor pay.
Want better terms for examiners, but the examiners don't want. So this year, can we agree? Because nothing will ever come. Even the payments will keep delaying for examiners, for supervisors, if we don't do something. And the only thing we can do, umesikia in serikali ya matatu, to boycott one. Until we send a message, we only need to do it one. Hakuna mwingine ataenda kumark hiyo exam. Unakumbuka wanasema mambo ni mangapi? That's very serious, very dangerous, and that gets us very worried. Lakini we will never give up. Lazima tuendelee kuambia kwamba teachers need better terms.
While taking a swipe at the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, Obuocha called on President William RUTO to address the plight of teachers as they play a significant role in nation building.
TS cannot do anything without consultation with the Teacher Service Commission, with the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. A body which in my view should not even be there. But so SRC is what caused problems for those in C5. What we have already seen is compensation for what has been taken away from us na hata ijatoshea. Ama namna gani? Because ile wamesema ile tumepata kidogo is compensation for the overtaxation, for the housing levy and so on. So we are still waiting for payment.
National Vice Chairperson Julius Korir, on his part, slammed the Kenya National Examinations Council for failing to pay teachers their rightful dues, while calling out teachers who go for marking despite the call to boycott marking last year.
The National Exam Council is becoming a problem. Teachers are suffering with that organization. I've been an advocate for Kenya National, advocate protecting teachers and advocating for teachers against what Kenya National Exam Council is doing. As I speak, I was an examiner, marking Kiswahili paper 2. But I was chased because I wanted to bring a rebellion.
However, the question remains, will the teachers make good their threat and boycott marking this time around?
All right, that story was produced by Ian Kitani. Away from that, a section of Muslim faithfuls in Isiolo County have expressed their dissatisfaction with the Supreme Court that allowed the National Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Commission to register formally as an organization. The Muslim community has condemned the LGBTQ community, claiming it goes against religion and culture values in Kenya. Wairimu Wasike brings you this particular story.
After the Supreme Court ruled that the NGO board's decision to ban homosexuals from forming a recognized group as discriminatory, Muslim leaders are now calling on the President, Dr. William RUTO, to think about the consequences of the ruling on Kenya's moral fabric, African traditions, and also the calamities that may strike the country following God's fury. The leaders, headed by Mohammed Abdi, an imam at Al-Ansar Mosque, condemned the ruling made by the court, adding that such a ruling will create havoc and doom to the coming generation.
Mohammed Abdi, Imam wa Masjid Al-Ansar, leo tuko na huzuni kwa sababu ya judgment ya Supreme Court ambayo ilipitizwa na Justice Martha Koome. Ni kitu ambayo kwamba hapo mbeleni ilikuwepo na Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala kwa kitabu chake cha Qur'ani ameikemea na amelaani yeyote ambaye kwamba atakuja na hiyo kitendo. Na waliokuwa wametutangulia hapo mbeleni ambaye walikuja kabla yetu, tunajua namna walivyoangamizwa. Allah anasema ndani ya Qur'an akiwa anawakemea, walinyanyuliwa wakapelekwa juu, wakateremshwa na wakateremshwa mvua ya changarawe ikiwa inaandamana na moto.
Hussein Gulaid, a committee member of Al Ansar Mosque, appealed to the president to be swift in his decision on the LGBTQ issue, adding that if he doesn't, he will be finishing himself even politically.
Nilisikia rais akiongea kidogo, alikuwa na anasema tutaona, lakini tunamwambia usisite.
Wairimu Wasike, Lookuptv.
Right, talk of clash of culture, traditions, laws and rights. Away from that, now teachers countrywide are set to reap big from the Kenya Women Teachers Organization initiative, which offers women teachers laptops, now personal insurance cover and loan capacitation. Charity Ngeno, the Kenya Women Teachers Organization CEO, urged female teachers to embrace the resources provided as it eases the burden of carrying books.
Because of our going to present,
the Kenya National Women Teachers Organization has moved an initiative to facilitate female teachers countrywide with laptops, loans and personal insurance.
We are urging all male teachers in Kenya, Rift Valley Central, Coast, all over. Join Kewota for loans. Join Kewota for curriculum laptops. Join Kewota for table banking. Join Kewota for professional growth. Kewota is for men and women. Karibuni, we thank Benda Opande, Jacinda Ndegwa and Modesta Kaki for allowing men to join Kewota for professional and economic empowerment.
Speaking during the election of the organization leaders in Kakamega chapter, the Kenya National Women Teachers Organization CEO Charity Ngeno has urged the female teachers to embrace the new initiative as the laptops come equipped with programs that will help alleviate the burden of carrying numerous books.
Kewota has so many programs for teachers. We have table banking, we have what is it called, OPIC, where we are giving laptops with all the books from KICD so that the teachers do not carry heavy loads but can get it by just a button on their laptop.
Modesta Kaki, the organization's chair, echoed Ngeno's sentiments on the strategies put in place to establish rescue centers to help girls burdened with early pregnancies and recognizing boys' involvement in education.
We've supported girls through the education. Some have been supported. They have gone to abroad to take their studies. We've also started our rescue center for the girls who are undergoing early marriage and FGM. We are having it in Nyamira.
Regan Meguran, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
These streets. All right, now we do want to take a short break, but let me just, in the spirit of celebrating Eliud Kipchoge, he said this on Twitter after winning the Berlin Marathon. To be the first one winning the Berlin Marathon 5 times is something that I could only dream of. We have so much history together whereby I cannot put into words the feeling I get when running these streets. Thank you to all the fans out on the coast today. Thank you. Okay. That is Eliud Kipchoge. We continue to congratulate him because we are proud as a country. We do want to take a short break here on Look Up Weekend. Don't go too far. We'll be back in a moment with more stories here that we are preparing for you the whole day.
The story we're telling today is a story of passion in practice that grows into business.
We have partnered with the Youth Fund, talk to as many youth as possible and work with them, hold their hand.
It is an expose of captains who have decided to take on challenges in different sectors and industries within the country.
My mentors had also not started as CEOs. They grew up and they showed me how they grew in the organizations. So that's what motivated me to actually do international business. And it was a good experience.
As an individual, support in bridging the care gap, part of me also to offer a solution. I want to leave this world a better place than I found it.
This is the Captain's Arena. My name is Simba Elijah Charles Kiage.
We
we got good news for you. You have the opportunity to win up to 100,000 shillings cash money from Kuza Bees. It's easy to participate. Just open M-Pesa, Lipa na M-Pesa, account number 825454, account name right, Lookuptv, then deposit 99 shillings only. Remember, the more you participate, the more the chances of winning. Hurry now and be one of the winners of the Daily Cash Awards.
This game is BCLB licensed and is not open to persons under the age of 18 years. Play responsibly.
Realize your home ownership dream by investing in Brookvale Tuala, a magnificent prime residential property located in Ongata, Rongai. Brookvale Tuala by Safaricom Investment Cooperative overlooks the majestic Ngong Hills and lies only 24 kilometers from Nairobi CBD. The project boasts of well-serviced plots with a perimeter wall, graded roads and a borehole. 50 by 100 plots are going for 1.4 million shillings with a flexible payment plan of up to 6 months. To book your plot, call 0729 121212 today. Safaricom Investment Cooperative, the investment partner of choice.
All right, now thank you so much for staying with us here on Look Up Weekend as we continue updating you on the news making headlines across the country today. Now, yes, let's continue the program tonight. Now, the Kikuyu Council of Elders, Kiama, has disassociated itself from the outlawed Mungiki sect, stating that they are a legal entity dedicated to preserving culture and promoting community unity. Now, speaking during the installation of Kajiado County Patron, the council leaders condemned individuals who were spreading false information against the council while emphasizing the quest for peace.
It is during the captivating ceremony attended by elders from different counties for the crowning of Kago Kiango as the new Kiama Kajiado County Patron. Elders from Kiama led by National Patron Kungu Muigai slammed a section of youth allegedly from the Mungiki sect for planning to disrupt the installation.
Watu walitoka nje, wakatoka huko Central kuja kuharibu kwa sababu walikuwa wanataka walete vijana atu wapige hawa wazee. Sasa hiyo ingewacha uhusiano wetu na hawa watu wapi? Sisi hatuna uhasama na Wamasai, ni rafiki zetu, tumeoana. Hapa Kajiado mliniona nikiongea wakati ya mazishi ya General Ngaiseri. Mimi nilianza kutembea hapa Kajiado 1950.
Muigai also called for peace between the Kikuyu and the Masai communities while condemning elders who attempted to sow discord.
Mimi niko na damu ya Kimasai. Watu wetu wengi wako na damu ya Kimasai kwa sababu tumeoana sana. Hii kiama ni ya wazee wa Kikuyu, lakini wazee wa Kimasai tunawaruhusu kuingia na mbuzi ya kwanza.
Kajiado Deputy Governor Martin Moshisho emphasized the importance of preserving culture in the region and urged the communities to come together despite their tribal differences.
Kwanza nipongeze jamii ya Wakikuyu kwa mila zao ambao wameweza kudumisha na kuhifadhi. Uongozi unatokana na nywele nyeupe, mvi, mtu ambaye amejaa hekima.
The newly crowned patron Kago Kiango emphasized the importance of maintaining peace, vowing to ensure peace prevails between the two communities.
Jukumu langu na muhimu sana hapa Kajiado, ile nimetwikwa na wazee wa jamii ya Wakikuyu, ni kuunganisha Wakikuyu wote, wale wote wako kila pembe ya Kajiado, ndio tuweze kukua kitu kimoja. Alafu uhusiano wetu na jamii ya Wamasai. Wamasai ni mashemeji wetu, na tunaweza, ile kazi mingi tutaweza kufanya ni kujaribu kuweka uwiano tukiwa pamoja na wao. Asante sana.
Bridget Agola, Look Up TV.
Now, Kakamega County Government has allocated 500 million shillings for the construction of an industrial park in Likuyani constituency. Now, speaking during the official launch of the Kenya Youth Organization Kakamega chapter in Kakamega, Deputy Governor Ayub Savula stated that the plan aims to create employment opportunities for over 5,000 youth with the construction of a fertilizer plant that intends to employ 3,000 youth in Mumias area, with the chairperson of the youth organization, Maxine Ombina, emphasizing the need of bringing young people together and fostering a vision to create job opportunities.
Unemployment, not only in Kakamega, the entire country, is a ticking time bomb. Whereas the KDF were only recruiting 5 individuals per station in Kakamega County, the turn-up among the youth was so high. Out of a population turnout of 5,000, they only selected 5 individuals to join the KDF. The remaining went back home hopelessness. What we are doing as Kakamega County, Governor Fernandez Baraza indicated that within the 6 pillars, we have a pillar that confines to wealth creation. Wealth creation, we want to tap the talent of the youth in whichever area they are talented in, if it's business, if it's sports activity, if it's general employment. We want to ensure that we tap into those opportunities that are available among the youth. So we are making all these arrangements to create wealth, and we can only create wealth through youth. And I'm happy the youth in Kakamega County are very organized, and we'll work with them hand in hand to ensure that they create wealth for themselves by ensuring that we give them an enabling environment to make money.
Tulikuwa tumetengeneza launch ya kuleta vijana wote wa Kakamega County as a team. We are expecting our leaders, and we love our leaders. At least we work together. At least we are targeting at least how youth can be empowered, at least so that anyone can get a bread on the table.
Now, Siaya County Governor James Orengo has slammed Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over what he termed as inciting opposition MPs from Nyanza region who have decided to cross over and work with the government. Orengo said that weaponizing development only leads to ethnic enmity and conflicts.
Siaya County Governor James Orengo has slammed Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over what he termed as inciting opposition MPs from Nyanza region who have decided to cross over and work with the government. Orengo noted, saying that weaponizing development only leads to ethnic enmity and conflicts.
In this country called Kenya, the issue of development is a constitutional issue. A country that has the potential to develop, and counties in that country which have got potential, like Siaya County, where the issue of development is being turned into a political weapon. This is what has misled some of our people, particularly here in Siaya, who have crossed parties thinking that in the other side or in the other party or in the other house, they can bring about development.
As Embu County prepares itself for the UN World Tourism Day, Governor Cecily Mbarire and Kenya Tourism Board stakeholders are calling upon the government to improve infrastructure leading to the Mwea National Reserve, making it easy for tourists to access the reserve and to ensure the county benefits from her natural resources.
So sisi tuko hapa, we want to make sure the world knows that we have a game reserve called Mwea, na tunaomba kwamba as we develop this tourism product katika Mwea, tuangaliliwe vile barabara yetu itaweza kupata lami vile president wetu alituambia, kutoka PI mpaka Mashana, ndio watu waweze kufika hapa haraka na waweze kuja Friday wala.
Elsewhere, Rotary Club of Masai Mara in conjunction with the Narok County government, has collaborated to offer free eye surgery as people rarely go for eye checkups due to high cost and distance from facilities. Speaking during the eye screening, Charles Cheruyot, a health worker, said most patients suffer from cataract, attributing it to old age, diabetes, sustained trauma, and systemic illness.
Quite a number of people who have come here are elderly because cataract, a major cause of blindness, is actually is due to age. Although there could be other diseases that can cause cataract, like maybe people who are diabetic, or those who have sustained trauma, or those who could be having systemic illnesses. They can also develop that cataract, but majorly it's due to age.
Hadija Chepungei could not hide her joy as she hailed the initiative, having suffered for 2 years without defective eyesight.
Nimekaa karibu miaka 2 kabla janini. Nimekaa miaka 2 na sioni.
Ivy Wangulu, Lookuptv.
All right, now let's get sporty tonight. FKF Premier League entered match day 4 today with different clubs registering points on the board. Now defending champion Gor Mahia shared spoils with Kakamega Homeboys. Ulinzi Stars securing their first win of the season after a 1-0 win against Sofapaka. In other fixtures, the City Boys Nairobi City Stars came from behind to secure a 2 win against Nzoia Sugar. Now, following Eliud Kipchoge's magnificent run in the just concluded BMW Berlin Marathon, making him the 5th athlete to clinch the top title in Berlin 5 times, Kenyan leaders led by President William RUTO, his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and Raila Odinga took to social media to congratulate the 38-year-old for his massive achievement. Felix Solana tells us more.
Took to the social media to congratulate Eliud Kipchoge after winning his 5th Berlin Marathon race. The 38-years-old long-distance runner clocked 2 hours, 2 minutes and 42 seconds to defend his last year's title. Kipchoge, who ran at an average approximate of 3 minutes per kilometer, now settles the record of being the first marathon runner to win 5 Berlin Marathon races. Here in Kenya, fans in Eldoret flocked in streets of Iten to watch the Berlin Marathon, where they sang and danced after Kipchoge's win. Many people now rank Eliud Kipchoge as one of the greatest of all-time athletes, same as Kenanisa Bekele of Ethiopia and Mo Farah of United Kingdom. Felix Solana, Lookup Sports.
All right, we have come to the end of our program tonight. Let me see what more you're saying in regards to Eliud Kipchoge and just some congratulatory messages from people across the country and leaders. I think we've done that. Okay, I think, all right. Thank you so much for your feedback. Listen, do want to also Teddy Ingutiamatuho was watching from Nairobi. Thank you so much, Teddy, for making time for the program tonight. We do not take that for granted, and you trusting us to bring you up to date with the latest in the world of news. Thank you so much, Teddy Ingutia, for tuning in tonight. And everybody else that has contributed to the program tonight, I do want to thank you so much for watching tonight. And on behalf of everyone, yes, I am doing that on behalf of everyone that made it a success tonight. That includes the directors, the producers, and everybody that contributed, all the reporters that made it a success tonight. Thank you so much for this particular program tonight, all right? Now, we do want to say good night and goodbye. Let's do this again next time. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Philista Adundo. If you're going out tonight, because it's a Sunday, I don't know, for those who are not waking up tomorrow, take care of yourselves. If you're sleeping tonight, good night and God bless you.
value your feedback.